We will begin now. Emma, hope you can hear me. Hello, Abraham. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Can you turn on your video, Abraham? We were doing biological resources chapter, and in the last classes, we were doing the food chain. Now, from here, we will start. Effect of weather and climate on forests. Forests stop the fast flow of air and water. The fast flow of rains comes down slowly because of leaves of trees. This water then flows to rivers and drainage. This water flows for a long time and stops the danger of flood or drought. Okay, now the forests stop the fast flow of air and water. Okay, air, how we know that when the trees are standing tall, okay, and the air is coming, they stop or slow down the air speed, the speed at which the air is coming or the wind is blowing, it slows it down. The trees, same way, besides this air and water, it also helps in preventing soil erosion. It also helps in preventing soil erosion. What is soil erosion? When the top layer of the soil gets carried away because of air or water, that is soil erosion. Okay, the top layer gets carried away by water or air. So that also forest stop. How the roots of the trees they hold the soil. The roots of the trees they hold the soil. So when water flows or when the wind blows, the soil doesn't get carried away. Now, this water, the fast flow of rains come down slowly because of leaves of the trees. Okay, how water it like stops the fast flow of water? How when rain is pouring down, okay, if you see at a place which is an open ground, if you see the rain which is falling at an open area, okay, it'll be very fast. Okay, you'll be able to see the actual fast downpour of the rain. Whereas in areas where there are trees, okay, or in a forest where there are trees, there the rain will fall on the leaves, and then from this leaf to the bottom leaf, top leaf to the bottom leaf, then below on the ground. So there it slows down, like in the forest, because of the trees and leaves. Then, then what happens? The water then flows, like this water, then flows to the rivers or drainage, and it flows for a long time and stops the danger of flood or drought. Okay, small streams are formed. Okay, which gets connected to a big river or some water body, and this also keeps the soil fertile. Means the soil that is prepared for growth of plants and all. Okay, moisture is there in the soil, and flood doesn't come because this water is flowing, okay, to the drainage or the river, or drought also doesn't come because the water is flowing to the drainage and river. Now, in the same way, the fast flowing air hits the leaves and gets slowed down. The moisture in the air increases with evaporation of water present on the leaves of trees. If you've seen the trees, if you've noticed the leaves or the plants or trees after rain, you may see that there are small droplets of water on them. They have small droplets of water on them. Okay. If sometimes the leaves are like that, like this. Sometimes the leaves are like this. That time the water slides down. They are just a little bit wet, but the water just slides down. But if the leaves are like this, normal, then water droplets are settled on the leaves. Okay. When the sun comes after the rain, this water droplets from the trees and plants evaporates. Okay. And the moisture in the air around the plants or the trees increases. Okay. The air present near forest is high in oxygen. The air present near the forest or in a forest is high in oxygen. Why? Can you tell me why? Why is the air present near forest or in forest high in oxygen? Abraham?
Because there are so many trees.
Because there are so many trees and trees give out oxygen. Yeah. Because trees take in carbon dioxide to prepare their food and in the process they release oxygen. So that is why where there are so many trees in a forest, the air is more rich in oxygen. Therefore, the area near the forests are cooler. The areas near the forests are cooler and gives freshness. Okay, they have a different feel in the air. Okay, fresh feel in the air. Now, the temperature near forest is around 34 to 35 degrees Celsius in summer. This temperature, which is in our home, reaches 47 to 48 degree Celsius. Forests also helps in less noise pollution. Forests they also helps in less noise pollution. Okay. Now, the temperature. Why is the temperature difference? Because of shade. Okay. See, the forests, trees are there. Okay, so many trees, close are there. Okay, and the land is here beneath. Now, when the sun rays are falling, okay, when the sun rays are falling, they are not fully reaching the ground to heat it up. The sun rays are not fully reaching the ground because of the trees to heat it up. So, in the forest, there is like shade is there, right? Because trees are so tall. So, that is why the temperature and the oxygen also. The oxygen also, there's lots of vehicles are not there, so all the gases from the vehicles, that thing is not there. Oxygen rich area it is. And because of all the shade, okay, because the sun is not directly heating up the ground that much, the forests are comparatively cooler than the land, okay, than our homes. Now, in this way, forests control the flow of air and water. This control saves us from flood, drought, cyclones, and windstorm. They control temperature and make a lovely and better weather. We just saw how they control temperature. Forests help in making soil fertile and do not help in the flow of soil. Do not help with the flow of soil. I think they mean that they also helps in preventing soil erosion. Okay, like I explained you, for the forest roots of the trees in forests hold the soil. Okay, together. so the soil doesn't flow away or doesn't get carried away. Now, cutting of forests and its harmful effects. Humans started cutting trees for land. This land used by this land is used by increasing population, industrialization, and urbanization. Okay, now people when they used up all the land, what they did, they started cutting the forests and clearing, making more land. Okay, they started cutting the forest and making more land. Now, what do they do with this land? They make their homes on it. Okay, then they make industries on it. Okay, industrialization and urbanization is making the homes and everything, market and all, settling a city on that land. Okay, urbanization, connecting it with your current city and like making houses and roads and everything on the piece of land that is they got it from cutting the forests. That is urbanization. Okay, industrialization, making factories and everything. Okay, so for these purposes, humans cut forests. Humans started cutting forest trees to get the land. Now, the problems that come up with injudicious cutting of trees. Injudicious, uh, too much cutting of trees without thinking. You cut too many trees. Okay, what are the harmful effects of cutting trees? This decreases oxygen in atmosphere and increases carbon dioxide. Why? This decreases oxygen and increases CO2. Why? Can anyone tell me why? Abraham.
Because pollution is being produced and there are no trees to combat it.
Yes, because the trees are cut down, and because you like put industries and all vehicles and houses, so pollution also increases in that area. And you cut down trees, so oxygen decreases in that area. This increase in carbon dioxide heats up the earth and melts glaciers and ice on mountains. This further increases the danger of floods. Okay, excess carbon dioxide leads to heating the surface of the earth. Okay, all of these gases, harmful gases, they leads to heating up of the earth. Okay, and that leads to melting of glaciers and ice on mountains. Melting of glaciers and ice on the mountains, which can cause a flood also. This increases the danger of drought and flood. Okay, drought and flood also. Soil erosion takes place in absence of trees. Now, when the trees and plants are not there, the roots are not there to hold the soil. Right. If the soil is there just like that, and no trees are planted, no plants are there to hold the soil, then the soil will just get carried away. Soil erosion will take place. This snatches food and shelter of many forest animals. So many animals that live in forest, okay, that eat food from forests. If you've seen monkeys, okay, now the forests are cut. So what are monkeys doing? Monkeys are coming in the city for food. Okay, they are coming in the city, stealing from fruit vendors and vegetable vendors, stealing from people. Okay, so what are the monkeys doing? They're in the cities now. Why? Because people cut down the forests where they used to live. Okay. Many species get extinct by cutting of forests. Now, species are some organisms which are like their place of living is forest only. So when forests are not there, those species start to get extinct. They start dying, and There a point comes where no more of those species are left because their natural habitat, their natural place of living, their natural environment is not there, and they do not get food also. Many tribes are dependent on forests. Have you heard many tribes, they live in forests? Okay, they have their home and everything in forests. Many ancient tribes, they have been living in the forest since generations and generations. Their life also gets difficult. They take wood for burning, food items, gum for sale, spices, medicines, honey, everything from the forest. So if forests are cut, their life gets difficult. Okay. Now, for development and secure future, around 30% of the area should be carved out for forests. This is important. For development and secure future, 30% of area of the country should be separated for forests. But our country currently has only 21% area which is covered by forests. Okay, 21% area is covered by forests. Previously, when I was during Diwali breaks, I went for vacation and we went to a zoo to see the animals and all. It is a high altitude zoo, means that it is situated very high above the ground. The whole place was a hill station, so the zoo was even higher. So we had to climb, like hiking, like climb like this. All the route was climbing, and then going at the top was the zoo. So the animals, they had made forest like area for them to live. Like you could see, it was like an actual forest. Okay, and then the you can say the fences were there, huge fences were there, um, to secure it. And then in the middle of that, the passage was there for the visitors to see it. Okay, so we saw many animals, and while I was walking down, there was a cafeteria, so we bought chips and biscuits and some cold drink from the cafe, and we were holding that and walking down, like because the climb was there and then climb down was there. So when we were doing the climb down, there was benches also on the sides, in the wall, benches that were in the wall. So we thought that we'll take a stop and have something and then go down. I was about to sit a big monkey, the ones with, you can say, gray fur and really black face and long tail. He jumped in front of me from the top of the tree and snatched at my chips. And I was very scared. And then I moved back, and then he came, and then I threw my chips towards him. Okay, you take my chips. Then we hid the other things, the biscuit and cold drink. We hid them quickly, and then we went. So he was nicely sitting eating my chips. So why is that happening? Okay, that was a zoo. Those animals live there, but usually monkeys and everything, they enter people's houses in the cities. Okay, once they entered our house, okay, to steal, they stole all the bananas and every fruits from the kitchen. Then my friend's house also, some of my friends' house monkeys entered to steal food. Okay, then they are like stealing from the vendors and everything. Why that is happening? All of that because forests are being cut down and their homes are not there anymore. So they are coming to the city for food. So that was the incident. Now, conservation of forests and other forest animals. We should control the cutting of forests. There are many forest areas in which cutting trees is legally prohibited. We can do the following to save forests. Okay, now conservation means protecting. the forest is very important. Okay, protecting the forests is very important. We should control the cutting of forests. Okay, now there are forests where you cannot cut trees. Okay, there are forests where you cannot kill the animals in shooting. Okay, people go for shooting, right? They hunt deer, they hunt some birds, they hunt some animals. There are forests which prohibit hunting. There are forests which prohibit cutting the trees. Now, we can do the following to save forests. If trees are cut at a place, then we should plant trees there for greenery. If you're cutting trees at some place, plant more trees in that place. Plant trees as much as possible in colonies or residential areas. Why? To make the areas where we are living fresh with oxygen. Okay, because planting trees increases oxygen, and like we've studied all of the good effects of planting trees or forests. So residential areas, plantation of crops should be organized for making people aware about conservation of trees. Various programs, seminars, you can say, should be organized. Workshops should be organized to make people aware of the um, conservation of trees, about the importance of trees and forests and their conservation. With this, we have finished with this lesson. With this, we have finished with this lesson. We will do 20.3. Okay. And terminal exercises, I will do it with you tomorrow. Okay, 20.3. Fill in the blanks with appropriate words. The air in forest has more dash. Emma,
Yes, ma'am.
the air in forest has more dash.
Wait, ma'am. I cannot see the. Wait, just 1 second, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, Emma.
Okay, ma'am.
First, fill in the blank, Emma.
Ma'am, maybe more oxygen.
Oxygen. Abraham, soil dash takes place due to cutting of trees.
I think soil. Ma'am, soil erosion.
Yes, soil erosion. Many dash are dependent on forests.
Ma'am, animals.
Animals or organisms.
Tribal people.
Tribal people also, yes. Organisms or tribes. For better future of any country, around dash of area should be covered by forest.
50%.
30%.
But ma'am, India is only 21% they're saying, ma'am. But
Yes,
it
Abraham. But you are muted, Abraham.
I'm saying, ma'am, it could be more.
It could be more. Yes, Abraham, it could be more. It should be more. But what the problem is with our country is that it has a population so huge. Like our country is the highest has the highest population in the whole world. Okay, that is the issue. So the more the people, the more land they require. Okay, so that is the issue with our country. Now, other countries, you would see that, okay, that country, so green and so many forests and all, because people are less there. Okay, less people are there, population is less, country is small. Our country is a huge country with a huge, big population. So they need more land. That is the reason. But they should like plant more trees wherever they find space. That is the measure that they should follow. Yeah. Okay. In maths, today we will start a new chapter, triangle chapter, and 9.9 chapter test is there this Friday, 9.4 to 9.6. Okay. And Emine Abraham, I have not received your science test of the heat chapter, 10th chapter of science test I have not received.
Sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, I will send it to you afterwards, ma'am.
Is today possible, Abraham?
No, ma'am, I have an exam today, ma'am.
Okay. All right then. Then 5 minutes break for y'all. Okay. Till 8:20. And after that, I will start with a new chapter in maths.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, we will begin now. Hello, Joshua. Good morning.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Turn on your videos, all of you. Okay, today we will start a new chapter, Triangles, chapter 13. Okay, we will start with chapter 13. Emma and Abraham, hope you are back.
Yes, ma'am, I'm back.
Okay,
Mama.
you also. Okay. Triangles and its types. Okay, now, you know what is a triangle? Okay, you know what is a triangle? It is a figure, okay, that looks like this. And it is made up of three line segments. Okay, it is made up of three line segments. Okay, that is also basically the definition of a triangle. Okay, and also it is a closed figure. Okay, also it is a closed figure. Some figures are open like this. Okay, open, but triangle is a closed figure, means all ends are meeting each other. So just write down the definition of a triangle. A simple closed figure formed by three line segments is called a triangle. A simple closed figure formed by three line segments is a triangle. Okay, written, written or not?
Almost down, ma'am.
Okay,
Done, ma'am. I copied it.
okay. Joshua, done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Next, next. Now, parts of the triangle. Okay, or you can see that a triangle divides its plane into three parts. Okay, a triangle This can come in the form of fill in the blank or something. Divides its plane into three parts. How? See, this is a triangle. And I will make my plane around it. The three parts are this part is the interior, known as the interior of the triangle. Okay. This is known as the triangle. And this is known as the exterior. Okay. The boundary is known as the triangle. The inside of the boundary is interior. The outside of the boundary of triangle is the exterior. And this is what? This is a plane. Okay. You know what is a plane? A flat surface. Okay. A flat surface is known as a plane. Please write this down and make it. Abraham, please write it.
No, copy it, ma'am.
Okay. Now, these are the parts. Interior of triangle. Write this down also. That is your shaded portion. External of triangle or exterior of triangle. That is unshaded portion. your triangle itself. Now, make a hash and write triangle along with the interior of triangle. Is called triangular region. Triangular region. So, your triangle boundary and inside together we call it triangular region. Okay, your triangle boundary and the inside of together triangular region.
I'm done copying it.
Yeah. What about you, Joshua?
Just done, ma'am.
Just done. Okay. The next thing that we will check out is drawing a triangle. Okay, or like it's very easy. We just take 3 points. Okay, 3 points and join them together. Okay, non-collinear points. Okay, 3 non-collinear points we take. Which are not in a straight line. Okay, I'm clearing the screen now, Joshua. Okay, hope you're done writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me, check this out and tell me. I have 3 points. A, B, C. Can I make a triangle with these 3 points or not? Can I make a triangle with these 3 points or not?
I think no.
Okay. No, I cannot make it. Okay. Why? Because they are in a straight line and a triangle is not a straight line. Okay. Triangle is not a straight line. These 3 points are in a straight line. So they are collinear points. These are collinear points, triangle cannot be made. Triangle cannot be made because they are collinear points. On the other hand, if I take 3 more points, can I now form a triangle or not? Can I form a triangle with these points or not?
Yes, ma'am. You can.
I can. Okay, why? Because these are non-collinear. They are not in a straight line. So if I join them, if I join A and B, if I join B and C, and A and C, there goes my triangle. So here comes points A, B, and C are non-collinear points. Therefore, by joining them, a triangle can be formed. Triangle can be formed. This is in your book. Okay, this is in your book, and it may ask you in some short question or fill in the blank. Can 3 collinear points form a triangle? So the answer is no. Collinear points do not form a triangle. Non-collinear points form a triangle. Do not get confused. Collinear points are points in a straight line. Okay, they cannot form a triangle. But non-collinear points can form a triangle. Okay, write this down, please. Form the diagrams also. Hope you are making the diagrams also. Yeah. Emma, hope you are doing too. Emma.
Ma'am, done copied it. Ma'am, done copied it.
Okay, Abhi. Joshua, are you done?
Halfway on the second, ma'am.
Okay, finish it and tell me, okay?
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Joshua. Okay. Um, second. Now, one more important thing I'll just tell you. Okay, very easy but important. Okay. What is this? Sides, angles, exterior angles, and vertically opposite angles of a triangle. We'll talk about that. Okay. So we will talk about that. Okay. A triangle has basically 6 components. Okay. Basically 6 components. 3 sides and 3 angles. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 are the sides. And 1, 2, and 3 are the angles. Okay. Thus, three sides combined with 3 angles are 6 components of a triangle. Components means parts. If I name this triangle, what are my 3 sides? What are my 3 sides? A, B, B, C, and A, C. What are my 3 angles? Angle A, B, C. That is this angle. Angle ACB, that is this angle, ACB, and angle BAC, that is this angle, top one. So I have ABC, that is angle B, ACB, that is angle C, and BAC, that is angle A. So three sides and three angles each triangle has. Okay, what are the vertices? Vertices are A, B, and C. Basically, those points where two line segments meet are known as vertices. What are my vertices? My vertices are this A, this dot B, and this dot C. Basically, that where two line segments are meeting, my vertices are, just write it here for you. Vertices are A, B, and C. Okay. Now, okay. Now, if we extend one side of a triangle, okay, if we extend one side of a triangle, first do it till here, then I'll have to make a fresh diagram and I'll explain. Okay, write it down till here, then I'll draw a new diagram and explain you.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, done.
Okay, Joshua, Abraham done. Abraham done.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now see, take a look at this diagram. my triangle ABC. Okay, I will extend BC more. I will extend BC more. Okay, but ma'am, ABC has three angles. Triangle, my triangle has three angles. Here, here, and here. When I extend one side, okay, it also forms an angle outside. It also forms an angle outside here. Okay, now this outside angle, I'll name this point also P. Here, this angle outside. Now this angle outside is known as exterior angle. Okay, exterior angle. Okay,
Ma'am,
so yes, Joshua.
question on that. Is the P meant for the other that angle over there? Over
Yes.
C? Okay.
Yes, the P is meant when I extended BC till a point called P. I extended my line BC to a point called P. And that angle forming outside, that is ACP, outside wala, is known as my exterior angle. Okay, that is known as my exterior angle. Okay, now just write it down.
Ma'am, ABC is exterior angle, ma'am?
No,
It's interior.
ACP. This angle is exterior. It is outside my triangle, Joshua.
Okay,
A,
thank you.
B, and C are inside the triangle. This other C on the right side is outside my triangle. So exterior angle.
Ma'am, I had misheard, ma'am.
If one side of triangle is extended, the angle formed on the external side of the triangle is called exterior angle. Example, here angle ACP is my exterior angle. Now stop writing and look. Joshua, stop writing. All of you stop writing and look. This ACP means this angle is my exterior angle. What two angles are opposite to this outside C? What two angles are opposite to this outside C? Okay, if I say opposite means if you take a look at here, this one and this one are opposite to this C, right? To the outside C, this A and this B are opposite, right? So they are but they are inside the triangle. They are opposite, but they are inside the triangle. They are called interior opposite angles. They are called interior opposite angles. Now write this down. the angles opposite to the exterior angle are called interior opposite angles. Because they are inside the triangle and opposite interior opposite angles. For example, angle A, angle B. Okay, write this down. Done writing?
One copy.
Okay. And Joshua?
And ma'am.
Okay. Tomorrow, I'll teach you vertically opposite angles in a triangle. Okay. How in a triangle. Now, right now I extended PC. Okay. Right now extended PC. Tomorrow we'll extend AC. Okay. When we extend AC, in a way that it cuts BC, this BP that we extended, when it cuts that, you will have vertically opposite angles. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Miraculin, she left. Okay. We will talk about it tomorrow. Okay. Okay, then that's all for today. Maths test this Friday, 9.4 to 9.6. Okay, maths test of that will be this Friday. And we'll meet tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you. Bye, Beham. Bye, ma'am.